Okay. Hey, well, welcome. So beautiful to have you all here, wherever you are, and I welcome you to your practice. Good. So let's start like that. I feel I'm moving my hands. It changes the energy around you. So just take a nice inhale, reach your arms up. And as you breathe out, turn your palms out and bring your arms down. Bow your chin. Do that again. Turn the palms up, reach up, look up, and turn your palms down. Release. Let's do one more just like that. Bring the arms down. Inhale and reach up. And exhale, release these hands down in front of your heart, bow your chin, close your eyes, and take a few moments in your quiet and your stillness. Feel your breath. Ganeshu. Ganeshu. Let there be good weather tomorrow. Just feeling your breath, your body as it is. Take a nice full inhale right to the top. Hold it there. We're going to release this breath in 3 parts. So exhale, pause, and exhale, release all the way. Take a normal breath in and out. Let's do that one more time. Full breath in right to the top. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale all the way, full release of your breath. Full breath in and full breath out. And we'll open this practice and chant Om together 3 times. Inhale and lengthen. Release this breath. Inhale to begin. Release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to stay sitting for a little bit, and if you need to sit on something, then make that happen, make it comfortable. And I'm just going to start habitual cross of the legs. You can stay.
Testing.
Yeah, and I'll move over a little bit so you can be in camera. Oh, okay. And take your right hand across to your left knee, left hand behind. Lengthen yourself as you inhale, and as you exhale, turn your head. Take 3 breaths here. Close your eyes if you like, settle in. Just allow the shape to start to open the breath. Take this inhale and exhale. Just take your arms, switch. Come over to the other side. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, turn. Nothing fancy, just be in the twist. Inhale and exhale, bring it to center just so you can change the cross of your legs and then go back to the first side. So lengthen and twist. Add a little bit more effort, maybe a little bit more in the twist. Let the jaw soften. And inhale. Now just turn your head as you exhale, just the head, turning to look over the right shoulder. And inhale and exhale, body back, hands on thighs. Close your eyes or rest your gaze. Good. And then other side, hands across, inhale and twist. And add a little more effort any way you can. And inhale. Just turn your head as you exhale. Take a little neck. And release your hands. Bring them down. Stretch your legs out. Move your little toes, your feet. Good. Okay. We're going to come back. Now we're just going to sit. Take both legs over to the left. Let's do that. Okay. All right. See you later. Take your little blanket and just pop it underneath your right hip. So the hip is supported, the legs are out, and however they are, you know, we just have bottom leg out. And I'm actually resting the shin into the arch of the foot. Okay. And then I'll take my hand to the left foot and see if I can just turn it back a little more. So I'm more on the top of the foot. And then you have this, like, you know, unevenness. So what we want, yeah, that's it. And then we want to feel like the left hip can drop and that the hips are kind of balanced so that that blanket is just underneath the right sit bone. Then we twist again. Yeah, so you just kind of adjust that blanket just underneath your right sit bone. The left sit bone's hanging. We take the right hand behind. The left hand can come all the way over. Lengthen and twist. And if you need to adjust your legs to a better way, then do that. Good. And breathe. Good. Okay, now stay in this twist. See if you can drop your left sit bone to the floor a little bit more. So that as you drop it, you know, you come a little bit more upright. Now I'm done. Okay, take one more breath. And then release just a little bit. Take your hands down. We're just going to take it down onto the forearms. So you might take that blanket out. You might have to come out and the forearms come down. I'm going to open the legs apart a little bit more. So I'm just going to split the legs. You do whatever works. So you can turn your chest to face the floor and turn your head maybe to look towards the right shoulder. Good. Okay. So breathe in this shape. I'm going to go a little deeper by taking this left hip and just pressing it away. The left shoulder is going to come forward. And then I move my ribs over to the left a little bit more. So I'm just really getting into the left side of the body. I'm going to take the left shoulder forward, left hip back, move the ribs. And even if you can shift your weight a little bit more to the left. Soften your jaw. Okay. Start to release a little bit. Just look down at the floor. Turn your right palm to face down. Take the left arm and just reach it up to the sky. Turn your left hand to face your head and sweep it up and over. And at the same time as you do that, do all those actions. Take the ribs, press them more to the left, extend through the left hip, the right shoulder stretching, and the left shoulder stretching, and the right hand is really anchored. Good. Okay, and then we'll come up, and as you come up, you'll just take your legs, shift them in front of you, and you can even move your little feet around. Good, and then just sit for a moment before we do the other side. It's always fun to kind of feel. So you can close your eyes, drop your gaze, and just feel into the imbalance. Good. Okay, and then you can open your eyes, and we'll take the legs. They're going to shift over to the right. Take my blanket, find a little support right underneath just the left sit bone. And the legs, you find the place that works for you. So I have the right shin resting inside the left inner arch. And the right foot, I've turned it so it's on the top of the foot as best as I can. Yeah, good. So you find your place. And then once you're settled, then just feel like that right sit bone, can drop. So I want to invite in balance. So if I have the right sit bone lifting, you can see I'm off balance. Maybe you can see yourself. And just kind of drop it. And then once you feel you're in alignment, take that right hand over, left hand behind, and start to twist. And the work is kind of dropping into that right hip. So even doing your best, working with the confines and, whatever your body has on offer today. And breathe. Feel you can drop that right hip. Now release yourself just a little bit so you can take your hands to the floor and come down maybe onto your forearms. You might take this blanket out that you're sitting on. Adjust your legs. So I'll take that top leg back more because I know I can. You can have the left foot into the right thigh. Turn your head maybe if that works. And then feeling in. Can you find more length through the right side? So you extend the right hip away, right shoulder pulls forward a little bit, ribs shift to the right. I'm going to shift my body a little bit to the right. And settle into your breath. Add what you can, or don't. If your body is, feeling enough happening without doing any effort, just the shape of the pose doing the work. Beautiful. Okay. Then settling in, we're going to turn this left forearm down, palm down. Take the right arm up. So you anchor through the left side. So here's me not anchoring, here's anchoring. Pushing down. Turn the palm, take it up and over your ear, and just find some strength, some length, some stretch. Breathe. Good. Okay, and then we come all the way back up, and we'll just come to sitting again, however you like to sit, cross-legged or whatever works, and just drop into your breath. Feel your body starting to open. Great. Okay, I'm going to move this blanket out of, I might keep it. I'll just take it out of the way. Grab your bolster and your block, one block, if you have all that. I'm going to assume everybody here has that. And if you don't have that, you'll just create this shape with a bunch of blankets. So I have the bolster down, and the block is going to go just underneath the head of the bolster there. And then you have this blanket handy. You'll throw that in if you need it, maybe to support your hips. So I'll just show you, we're going to come into a supported sphinx. So I'll lie down and let myself be supported here. And then I can play with this block. I can make it lower, higher. You can take the forearms to the floor, just adjust the camera. And yes, that's it. A little blow. Okay, so once you're in it, then you decide, okay, well, I need more support underneath my hips or my knees, or you want to go a little higher, you can put a blanket underneath. And then, so I'll have my elbows underneath my shoulders, fingers are spread, legs can open a little bit, maybe you tuck the toes under, and your head is, lifted in some way. Okay, we are in supported sphinx. So the work is happening. So all you need to do is just breathe. So you can let yourself soften. If you want to rest your head comfortably on the bolster, if that works for you, go ahead. I'm going to keep mine lifted. Toes tucked under. And breathe here. Okay. So you're in this shape, everything's lifted, but can you drop down into the support of the bolster through the belly, the lower belly, your low back? Okay, I'm going to take the hands off the floor here and just, bring the elbows in, take the shoulders back like we do this little, sometimes we come up without using the hands. So if you can take your hands off the floor, you might still be sinking into the bolster, but you might start to lift yourself up. So I just kind of lift up. I'm using the bolster, toes are tucked under, legs are active. Breathe. Spread your fingers if you can. Good. Okay, lower all the way down. And this time I'm just going to rest. I'll turn my head to one side. You might bring your hands underneath your head or just keep your hands on the floor. And we're going to take 5 breaths with the head turned in this one direction. Just let everything be. Feel your breath. Good. And then turning your head now and face the opposite way. Okay. Allow yourself to be heavy. You're resting. And at the same time as you're resting, because of the shape of the body, the breath is being offered somewhere else. So feel the breath. And then bring yourself back to our very first position, into your Sphinx. So the hands are down, maybe the head lifts. Pull the chin in. Draw your belly in. And then stay here if this is good, or straighten your arms and come up for your version of cobra. So I still have my belly resting on the bolster. I have my toes tucked under. I'm just going to press out through the heels just to anchor my back. Belly's in. Okay, we have this lift. So now I'm going to really engage my legs, the belly, and take the hands off the floor. And maybe they're just going to reach out this time. And so you just kind of be wherever you are, fly. So feel you can lift yourself up through your back. Good. And then release. Come back to rest wherever you like, however you want to rest. I'm just going to tuck the chin in and rest my forehead on the bolster this time. Okay, let the shoulders drop. Feel your breath. Okay. From here, friends, we're going to press up to hands and knees. And we'll take it to child's pose. I'll walk my knees either side of the bolster. Tops of the feet on the floor, big toes touch. I'm going to take my hips to my heels. And if they don't quite fit there, then you have your blanket. You can just throw that in. So maybe that's better for you. Okay, you could also put the blanket on top of your bolster. I'm just going to lie over this bolster. Now I might take the block and bring it down so that it supports I can feel like the support of my belly or my chest, wherever it's going to go. So something is supporting. I don't really need that support under my head. I'm going to bring it down. So play, like see, what would feel better for you. Maybe you need 2 blocks. Maybe you need more blankets. Turn your head to one side. And let your arms be in a relaxed place. Maybe it's underneath the bolster. Maybe the palms are facing up or the palms are touching. Just be in the shape. And really tune in now, once you're in it and you're settled, to the breath being invited to bathe the back. So you feel that breath really being received in your back and releasing. Okay, just turning your head now to face the opposite direction and settling back in. And you start to deepen your breath a little bit, so you fill yourself up a little bit more and release a little bit more. And moving into your final few breaths here. And then yogi's choice. It's either I'm going to take downward facing dog and use the bolster to support my head. If you prefer just to sit up and, just take a few moments there, that's fine too. So whatever you want to do, just sit and rest, or use the block under the bolster and the bolster to support my head. But if you have to get there by bending your elbows, don't do that then. Just keep your arms straight, drop your head. If it doesn't touch the bolster, that's totally fine. You can always add more stuff if you like. Good. And we'll take 2 more breaths. Okay, and then bring yourself to sitting. We're just going to turn so that your back is at the bolster now. And we have this block still underneath here for the head. You can always take it out or add another one. Okay, and then actually, you know what? I'm going to switch that. Let's take the block and put it closer to where you are so that the bolster is now, the block is underneath here. And then we'll sit on the bolster. Okay. So now you're sitting on your bolster. Again, you could do this with blankets, right? You could have a few blankets and then just put this way and then one underneath. Okay, so now I'm gonna lie back, but I'm gonna actually take the tush forward. So I might even lift it up. So I end up more with the sacrum at the edge of the bolster and my tush is hanging off. And then we'll lie down. And, you know, hopefully this works so your head's on the bolster. I know we all have different torso sizes, so you might add another block or an extra blanket at the end so your head is supported if it doesn't work with the bolster. You could also inch yourself, you know, your tush away a little bit so the head ends up on the bolster. And then feel your feet on the floor. Let's take a few moments and just play with this like little bit of cat-cow. So you're just gonna arch your back and lift your hips a few times. Feel your feet, you know, planted to the floor. Knees are separated apart a little bit. Feet are apart, you know, you're not right together. Good. Okay, now settle. Let your tush kind of hang so you have this arch in your back. And then I'm going to take the arms up and over. And so, you know, with the arms down, if you feel something in your low back, taking the arms up and over might help to kind of stretch that out. But you have to find for yourself, if it's too much to let your tush drop, too much pressure in the low back, then lift the seat back up. You're not hanging so much, but if you're okay here to just take this little arch in your back, and then you might start to just rock your knees very gently side to side as a way of almost, you know, finding your hula, your sway into the low back, into the hips. And as you do this, I'm just going to say this, you might even start to create like figure eights with your hips, if that makes sense. So if it doesn't, don't worry about it. You're just swaying. And if you're making figure eights, then see if you can kind of change the motion. So if you're going one way, go the other way. Good. Okay. All right. And then we'll settle. Okay, I'm going to lift the hips up a little bit, just so I feel like if I was looking, I would be in one big line without anything sinking down. So just kind of feel for yourself, oh, like everything's in alignment. If you need to support your head, I'll just say it again, do that. Now heel toe your feet together, and we'll bring the right knee in, and just extend the right leg up. And it can be bent if it needs to be. It can go straight. Whatever it is, just start to roll that right ankle around in a circle. And we're just going to add the right shin a little bit. So you're just kind of circling from the knee joint, the ankle joint. Put your, you know, your left leg might be moving a little bit to help counterbalance. Okay, now take this right ankle over your left knee. Take 3 breaths here. So you're using a little bit of pressure in the left foot to keep everything balanced. You can let the right knee drop. Okay, release the right foot to the floor. Now find a bit of pressure into the right foot so you know you feel yourself at a nice angle, nothing's sinking. Now lift the left leg up. And again, bent or straight, start to roll that ankle around. You can look at the foot and then start to add the shin at the knee joint. You're just moving around. Okay, we're in this upside down shape. Breathe. And then cross this ankle over the right knee. So you use the right foot to push down to help counterbalance. You can let the left knee drop. Okay, release, foot to the floor. And then we're going to come off this prop. I'm just going to slide, like wiggle myself forward till the tush starts to come down. And at the same time as I'm wiggling, a little massage, and then maybe you just push yourself up. Okay, as quick as you can now, move the props and lie down so that we keep everything we've cultivated. And just come to lie down, knees bent, feet on the floor. Rest your arms wherever feels good. If you need something underneath your head, you can always put your bolster or blanket there. I'm just gonna put that bolster right underneath my head. And then just drop it into your breath. Okay, so we did all this lift in the sacrum. You should, I say should with air quotes, everybody's different, but hopefully you feel very grounded now in your low back, your hips. You can feel the connection to the floor. Good. Okay, keep the legs bent, heel toe the feet together. Let's bring the right knee into your chest, interlace your fingers, hug it in and out a few times. Good. Okay, let's cross ankle over knee. And your arms can go down by your sides, over your head, on your tummy, whatever feels good. Right hand can rest on the right thigh, left arm maybe over the bolster or on your, whatever's good. Okay, just allow the right leg to kind of drop away. So you start to feel maybe the right side open, left side kind of hunch up a little bit from the side of the waist. One more breath. And then you can release your right hand if you're holding your right thigh. I'm just going to bring the right knee in and across your chest and then open that right knee away from you. So you're just moving it in and out lovingly a few times. Just feeling the back, the hips, whatever's coming in. Okay, we're going to bring this right knee in towards your chest and the right foot's going to sit on top of the left thigh. If this works, if it doesn't work for you to put the sole of the foot on top of your left thigh, then you modify as you need, use your hands if you need. I'm just going to anchor foot and knee against each other. So I'm just pushing them against each other strongly. Maybe I'll lift the right toes. Okay, and then soften that effort. Bring ankle over knee, and we're going to go to thread the needle. So left thigh in, hands behind the left thigh or on top of the left shin. And if that doesn't work, put your foot against the wall or on the floor. Soften your jaw, your eyes, and start to rock yourself side to side. And then I'll come to rest on the sacrum, and I'm just going to rock in and out. And so I'll bring that left thigh in, maybe the sacrum, tailbone's going to lift. Find your breath. Okay, and then settle into this shape. Whatever that is for you, friend. Just be here. Breathe. You can shift a little bit to the left with the legs. Okay, straighten the the left leg. Straighten the left leg. If that works, you can take your hands, reach them over top of the right shin. You can bring the left leg in. Maybe your hands go here, somewhere here. Maybe you hold the heel. Good. Draw your belly in and up. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your head. Pull these legs towards your face in some way. Soften through the glutes if you can. And then release your head down, release your arms. Take your right hand to your right knee, left hand to the sole of the right foot or around the right ankle. Take the left foot to the floor, but bring this right shin into your chest. Flex the right foot and start to rock this right leg in and out. So the knee is moving out to the right and across your chest. And so you're just tracing, nice little lines here with your shin or with the knee, or it's really the hip that's moving and the leg is staying static. We're going to take this into a half happy baby. So the next time your right knee moves out to the right, take your right hand, hold the baby toe edge. Left hand can release to the left thigh. Start to take this right foot up to, so it's facing the sky, but the knee stays bent. Drop your left knee now, the one that's on the floor, out to the left. Turn your left heel in towards the right a little bit. See how that is? If it's no good, adjust. You can let your right knee drop to the floor. The left hip's gonna lift. Breathe here. One more full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to cross this right knee right over the left knee. So you can release your hand. Let the right knee come over the left knee completely. Yes. Okay. Now feel the left foot's on the floor. You're going to walk that left foot in towards the hips a little bit. Then feel the left foot, anchor it down, lift your hips up. Shift the hips over to the left, put them down. Now we're going to drop the knees to the right. So if you need some support, you're going to put something there. Otherwise, drop the knees over to the right. And if they need to separate, let them separate. If you can keep them together, great. You're going to open your arms out like a T. You start to turn your head to the left. And then we just breathe here. Okay, you feel whatever you need to do. If you can wrap, put that right toes underneath the left shin. Groovy. I say groovy because, you work your steps. We don't want to have any pain in the knee. We don't want to go too far so that, things are not happy. So be in this place where the twist is working, effective, but not, you're not making it work at the expense of your later practice. Take one more breath. Okay, now we're just going to split the legs. So you keep in this twist. I'm going to just bring the knees one on top of the other. Take the top leg, which is the left leg, and just stretch it straight out. Move the right leg back. So now you've kind of opened your legs out. So the left leg is on top. It's maybe stretched straight. The right leg can walk behind you. So you might even feel like your right thigh is parallel to the long side of your yoga mat. Okay, now the right arm is extended. Look at your right foot. Can you put that right foot into your right hand? You might have to bend your knee a lot to make that happen. So however it is, you hold your foot. I'm going to bring my thumb over, and then I'll start to straighten the leg. Now this might be just enough, or you take the hand, grab hold of the baby toe edge of the foot, and straighten the leg. Okay, so whatever it is here now, I want to feel into this left hip, and I want to anchor the left hip away. And flex into my feet, breathe. However this is for you, friend, you find that place of stretch and softness. Okay, I'm going to release the hand. Both hands are coming to the floor in the letter T, palm face down. Flex through your left foot, lift the left leg straight up. So the right leg is still bent, it's still out there. I'm just bringing mine forward so you can see it. Left leg is bent. Now I'm going to take the left leg, start to drop it out to the left. At the same time as I do that, the right knee might lift. It's going to lift. That's mechanics. I'm going to walk my right foot out till I find the place where I feel settled. One breath. And then bring everything back up. Set the left foot on the floor. Now I'm going to rest here in Baddha Konasana. You can keep the feet on the floor or drop the knees out, soles of the feet together. You can throw some props if they're handy, or just be here. And if this is no good, soles of the feet are on the floor and the knees are up to the, just bent. Okay, just be here, breathe. Hands are wherever feels good. Okay, I'm just going to bring you back to that breath work we did the other day. So if this is new to you, be comfortable. Feel as you inhale your breath, you fill up, and as you exhale the breath, let the breath follow the inside of the body down to the front face of your sacrum, the inner face, the part of your sacrum that's facing your pelvic bowl. Can you feel your breath, your exhale, slide down the body and out through the front of the sacrum, the inside. Okay, that's just an introduction. So whatever, if it works, you feel it, great. If you don't worry, you're still breathing. Take your hands, and as you inhale, help lift these thighs up, feet to the floor. Come back. Okay, now we bring the left knee into the chest, right leg stays where it is. Opposite, interlace your fingers. Just be here. You can move this knee in and out, side to side. Good. Okay. I'm going to cross ankle over knee. And you can rest for a few moments. We're just going to be here, 3 breaths. So left hand can settle on the left thigh, or wherever you want to put your arms. Just be as soft as you can. Feel your breath. And then release your hands to a comfortable place, maybe out to the side. And we inhale, you bring the left knee in and out. And you're just doing that through the work of the inner thigh, inner hip. Just moving this knee in and out. Good. Okay, next time the knee drops open, just be there. And then we'll move to thread the needle. You bring the right thigh in, interlace your fingers behind the thigh, on top of the shin, or keep the foot on the floor if it's very tight. And then just coming back to rocking, side to side, feeling, smiling, breathing. And then I'll come to settle, and I'm going to rock this right thigh in and out. I'm actually lifting the low back, the sacrum off the floor a little bit as I come in and out. And, okay, and then be here. We'll extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Then you stay, or you take your hands over top, opposite interlace, behind the shin, on top of the ankle, whatever you get there. Draw your belly in and up as you inhale, and as you exhale, lift your head up, pull the legs in. Breathe, smile, enjoy, be here. Okay, and then release. And as you release, you're going to take the left hand, grab hold of left leg baby. So left hand to left knee, right hand to left sole of the foot or around the ankle, right foot to the floor. Start to rock your leg baby, in and out. Feel your breath, your softness, your presence. Good. Okay, we're going to take this to happy baby, half happy baby. So let the left knee drop out to the left hand catches the baby toe edge of the foot, right hand can go out to the side or on top of the right thigh. Okay, left foot, the sole of the foot faces to the sky, even as the knee comes down towards the left shoulder. You might even take this left knee right to the floor. And then we start to drop the right knee out. And you can walk your right foot, find a comfortable place here. You can breathe, be. So your right hip might be lifting. Good, okay, and then we'll bring the right foot down, right knee back, left knee is going to cross over, and then we're back here. Okay, walk your right foot in, find your center. Feel the right foot on the floor. You're going to press down, lift the hips shift over to the right, then they come down. If you need a prop on your left side, place it there. Arms to the side, and then drop these knees over to the left. Okay, so this is a deep twist. I'm bringing you in deep twist. So if you need to adjust or uncross the legs, do what you need to do. If you can wrap, groovy, you know. Again, we don't want to go too deep, so we have discomfort, pain, you know, white knuckling in your jaw or whatever it is to be there. So let it go, be in that place where you can be in the twist. Good. Soften your face, your jaw, and then we'll release the twist by just bringing the knees one on top of the other. So you're still over to the left side. Good. Okay. And then from here, we'll take that top leg, the right leg, is going to extend out to the left, and the left leg is going to just walk behind you. So you find your place, you separate your legs however you know, it works for you. And then you'll take your left hand, palm face up, and you look at your left foot, look at your hand, can you bring them together? And it might be just like that, or you might even go to grabbing the baby toe edge of the foot. Keep the thumb with the fingers, start to stretch your legs. And then this top hip, if I can, I'm gonna just press that hip away, open, turn your head, breathe. So we should all be in different shapes. If we're all in the yoga room together and I was looking around, everyone would be doing something a little different. That is the yoga. So breathe here. Okay, now we're gonna release the hand, both hands to the floor, palms face down. Bring your head to your center. Now anchor what you need so you can lift this right leg straight up. The left leg stays where it is. So you just can adjust yourself. Now firm your right leg as you start to drop the right leg out to the side. The left knee is going to lift. Adjust your left foot so you're here in this like, you know, split leg thing. Good. Okay, then lift the leg up. Set the right foot on the floor. I forgot to do one thing. I'm going to take the left foot now on top of this right thigh, if this works for you. If not, you know, you can go knee on top or ankle on top, you know, whatever it is. Find a connection and then engage that. So I'm pushing the foot into the thigh is pushing back. Because you're on your back, you can really feel the effects of what's happening as you just anchor these together. And then soften, so slowly release the effort and feel what happens. Okay, both feet to the floor. We're gonna rest here. If you'd like to stretch your legs out, go for that, that's fine. If you want to drop into Baddha Konasana again, or just keep the feet on the floor, just breathe. Good. Okay, so however you are here, come back to that full inhale. And as you exhale, just feel the breath as if you can let the breath, you know, just gently bathe the front bone of your sacrum, the inner face. Good. Okay, so just one more breath, just getting adjusted to this. And then we'll take the knees back up, feet to the floor. I'm just going to remove the bolster from underneath my head. Okay, let's take a moment here. Grab your block. It could also be your bolster. We're just going to put that underneath the sacrum. So whatever works for you, could be bolster, could be block. And it could be lowest height, medium height, highest height, whatever feels good for you. Find the sacrum on the block. Feet are on the floor, a comfortable distance apart. And we'll come back to that swaying of the knees. Just to really get into the sacrum, to really feel the bones. So if you're on bolster, you know, you might not feel them as much as you do when you're on block. Good. Okay. And then come to rest on your block. You're going to have the palms facing up. Okay, feel the sacrum. Let that part of your body be very heavy into the block. And then notice the shoulders, head heavy. Breathe. Okay, so just staying as you are now, I'm going to add the second part of this breath. So with the head heavy As you inhale, I want you to feel that that inhale is going right behind your eyes. Up to the crown of your head even. And as you breathe out, feel the breath move through the inside, front of your spine, face of the sacrum. So you inhale right into your head, crown of your head. And as you exhale, let the breath move all the way through the inner body and out. You just stay with this breath a few more rounds. Filling the head and exhaling the breath out through the front of the sacrum, out through your pelvic floor. One more with the block. Okay, and then just gently lift your hips up, take the block out, and as you come all the way down, just set this block on your low belly. Let your hands just kind of hold it in some way. You're not pushing it in, it's just there. As if that's just that offering of grounding. And once you come down here, if you need support under your head, put it back, your bolster, whatever you need. I'll just take my own advice. And then adjust your spacing. And we'll just come back to that breath. So you inhale, fill your head with your breath, and exhale. Feel that breath move through the insides of your body. So just take 2 more breaths like that. Just really focusing your awareness, whether you feel the breath happening there or not, just imagine it's happening. Feel into the motion of your inner ocean. Okay, and then we'll set the block aside. And gently open your eyes. And we're gonna roll, I'm gonna roll to the side just to come up. We're gonna go to legs up the wall before we do Shavasana. And so just come up and you can adjust yourself, legs up the wall. You might take your bolster for underneath your hips. You might not need anything. So, generally we get right close to the wall. If it's better for you to be further away from the wall, better for your back, do that, that's fine. So however you need to be, right close to the wall is going to give you more leg stretch, and further away will be more kind to your back. So be kind. If you need a blanket for underneath your head, it doesn't need to be, probably won't need to be super high. So you can take that, or you can make it as high as you need. Okay, so as you're coming onto your back, the legs up the wall, hips are maybe supported. I say this, if you're happier without any support, I know some of you are, that's fine. I also know some of you don't love legs at the wall. So, if you just want to come back to a block under the hips, and so you have that lift, then that's totally fine, and keep your feet on the floor. Okay, so now my toes are cold. I'm just going to take my blanket and place it over the center of the blanket, over the center of the feet, and I'll wrap my legs up just so that they are warm and cozy and they stay together. So I don't know if you can see me or not. I'm just wrapping the blanket. The yogi's choice. So here we now are changing the flow. So you're welcome to just settle in, be here, receive this. Hopefully your back is comfortable. And if you are comfortable and settled, then you'll start to just invite that breathing pattern back in. So as you inhale, you feel the breath. Even imagine it, backs of the eyes, crown of the head. And as you exhale, you feel that breath move down through the inside. Feel it bathing, caressing the inner face of the sacrum. So you're with this idea of the breath filling you, rising, lifting, and releasing you, grounding, cleansing, clearing, bathing. And so once you are in it, you feel your breath doing what it's doing, which is moving through you from the crown of the head and out through the base of your pelvic floor. And if you need a little more grounding, then let's take the hands and we'll just rub the palms together and we'll place these palms over your eyes as a way of just inviting in this darkness, this deepening, this rest. Breathing in, filling the head, back of the eyes, breathing out all the way down through the inner body, front of the sacrum, and out through the perineum. You can keep your hands over your eyes. You can do that again if you like. Rub them, the palms together, place them over your eyes. Or just start to let your hands rest wherever they want to go. And then we're here for a few more moments. And just receiving the flow of the energy. You might feel the legs become tingly. Settle in. Follow the path of your breath. Okay, stay as you are. And if your head is okay to turn to the right, then just do that now. And we're just going to flex just the left foot. Okay, still smile, be calm. So the head is turned, the left foot's flexed, and everything is coming back into this. Just finding the breath. Okay, 2 more breaths. My breaths. And then we'll switch. So we'll bring the head back up, relax the left foot, pause here. Feel the energy. And then turn your head to the left, if that's comfortable. And just flex your right foot. Come back to your breath. A nice gentle inhale right to the head. And a nice releasing of your exhalation through the inner body, inner face of the sacrum, and out. Okay, bring your head back, relax your feet, relax your jaw. A few more rounds of this breath. So you feel the inhale right behind the eyes, the crown of the head, and exhale down and out. Okay, so do one more round like that. And then just bring your awareness to the tips of the nostrils, feeling the inhale and the exhale here. So we bring it to the center, to the nose. Just keep your awareness, tips of the nostrils. And then we'll bring the knees. You might bend your knees, bring them right into your chest, or just set the feet at the floor. If you like to take your legs over your head, you could do that here. You might even just grab the backs of your calves or your heels, gently pull the legs down, whatever works for you. Just be here in this like releasing of the legs, maybe over the head or just hugging them in, or feet resting on the floor. I mean on the wall or the floor, should go. Okay. And then we're going to move to Shavasana here, friends. So you're welcome to just go back to legs up the wall if you love that. And if you'd like to come out, you'll just roll to your side and find your Shavasana without disturbing the body too much. So I'm just going to come to lie flat, but I honor legs up the wall. That's where you are. And I'll just use this bolster now to just support the legs a little bit. The knees. Good. Okay, make yourself comfortable. Your eye pillow if you like, sweater, socks. And just settling in. Good. And staying in your rest for longer. And if you'd like to come up to sit in meditation for the next minute or two that we have together, then you're welcome to start to make your way up or just stay in your Shavasana. So just dropping in more deeply, even if you're making your way to come to sit, we're just going to be quiet. Stay as you are. you're lying down, and just receive the support, the softening of your busy mind. It's coming back to this breathing as a way of settling the body. So if you're back with this breathing, inhaling right to the crown of the head, behind the eyes, and exhaling down through the inner body, front of the sacrum, and out. And preparing to bring this breath into balance, just by focusing now on the tips of the nostrils, the temperature of the air as you inhale and as you exhale. If you're still lying down and you'd like to make your way up to sitting, then start to make that journey. And if you wish to close this practice still lying down in Shavasana, that is fine too. So as you're ready, friends, bringing your hands to your heart. And as you inhale, if you're sitting, grow tall. And as you exhale, release the breath. And just take a moment, one more breath, just feel your own energy, your own presence, things that have shifted, and perhaps you even feel a little taller. Good. We'll seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bow your chin and offer yourself all the love and devotion in your heart. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Take a full breath. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Lift your chin and open your eyes. And offer this breath to yourself. And we'll offer it out to everyone around you and great love. So thank you so much, you guys. Good. Namaste. Namaste. Good.